4 millionaire habits that have completely changed my life. These millionaire habits that I currently implemented is going to literally fast track me from where I'm at, which is around 10K profit a month, all the way up to 100,000 and $1 million profit a year. These millionaire habits that I've currently implemented have really changed my life in how I go upon, how I look at things, how I do the things I do. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you these 4 millionaire habits that have completely changed my life. First on the list, we have waking up early. Now, by far, this is going to be the best one. If you only implement one of these habits, this is by far going to be the most impactful. Waking up early essentially is going to give you an edge over all the people that sleep very late and work very late. So if your body tends to stay up very late, try switching it up and sleeping earlier and waking up a bit earlier. So I can give you my current sleep schedule. So I go to sleep at 9:30 p.m. and I wake up at 4:50 a.m. Now 9:30 p.m. is essentially my time that I'm supposed to go to sleep, but sometimes I drag it all the way till 10, finishing up different aspects of my business before wrapping the day up and heading off to bed. But usually I tend to get around 7 hours of sleep. This has completely changed how productive I am, because when everyone is awake, so since my family, my brother especially, tends to stay up very late playing video games, it does get a bit of a distraction, especially working on my business past 10 p.m. It tends to be very unmotivational. Everyone's awake, everyone's doing their own things, everyone's doing something fun, but instead I'm just working on my business. So when you're waking up at like 5 a.m., nobody's gonna be awake. Your house is gonna be completely empty, in terms of noise, of course, and this sets your mind up to where, since nobody else is having fun, you might as well just work on your goals, work on something productive. So at 5 a.m., I usually get around 4 to 5 hours on weekends of very productive work, because since nobody is ever awake at this point, this time can be used completely on my business, different aspects of my business, researching, planning, and other aspects. So I do get a lot of questions regarding meditation. I used to do meditation, but I completely stopped. I found that it doesn't really help me in any other way. So I've just stopped motivation, mindset things, because mindset is, in my opinion, completely useless, at least to me. It may be different to somebody else, but to me it is completely useless, and it's just a time hogger. It doesn't do anything according to my body and how I work. And also, when you're waking up very early, coffee has been a tremendous help, especially as an entrepreneur. A lot of entrepreneurs do drink coffee. It's just what I've noticed from all the other YouTubers and all the other inspiring and new entrepreneurs out there. They all drink some sort of energy drink or coffee. Now, I do recommend anyone that wants to drink coffee to look into the Graham Stephan 20-cent iced coffee. It's great value for the amount of energy and work you're going to accomplish from the 20 cents. So that is what I drink right now. Coffee was tremendous help, helps a ton with motivation and energy, gives you the urge to push forward and work on your business even more. The second millionaire habit that has completely changed my life is going to be setting goals via a whiteboard. Now, a lot of people, especially in the entrepreneur niche, talk about setting goals. Obviously, setting goals are going to be important. However, a lot of people do set goals via the notes app of their phone, writing down it on paper, But what has completely did the most for me is getting an actual whiteboard and markers and writing down the goals at the very end and the very start of each month, and sometimes even on specific weeks, depending on if I do accomplish the goals in a very fast manner. Then I can move on to another goal and keep it going there, keep the progress going. So I highly suggest anyone to get a whiteboard. A whiteboard is going to be very inexpensive, maybe $20 max from Amazon. Get it in your room and on the wall, so when you wake up you can see it. I have it where it's next to my door, so every time I go in the room, I can always see my goals and put myself on track to accomplish those along the month. So I set monthly goals almost always, and sometimes I don't even do weekly goals or daily goals. Monthly goals has to work tremendously for me, so I don't see a need to change that. So monthly goals, I highly suggest anyone to do at least monthly goals and try it out and see if you can accomplish each goal and keep moving forward and progressing inside of your entrepreneurial journey. Now, the third millionaire habit that's completely changed my life is gonna be tracking my money. Now, tracking your money is very, very important, especially for young people, right? Young people, they may think they made $10 on a sale, they made 10 sales in a day, you made $100 for that day, but they don't actually see the back end of their business. Like, for example, the advertising cost, like Facebook ads, Google ads, different web hosting expenses. There's different expenses and different points that you spend your money on that you just don't think about and you don't record. Well, I highly suggest anybody to get at least some sort of a pen and paper or a pencil and paper and write down all your expenses and your income, or you can do this via a Google Sheets. I do this via Google Sheets because I'm on the computer anyways and I can just type it in. It's just a lot easier than grabbing a pen and paper out and writing it down. Plus it does all the calculations very simply just by dragging and selecting each of the cells inside the sheets. So I highly suggest anyone, you can find some sort of accounting Google Sheets. I will make a copy of mine and I'll share it inside of the description below. You can go ahead and use that. It's like a yearly planner of your income and your expenses, and it gives you your daily breakdown, how much money you're going into each month with, and just overall how much you're making each month and yearly overall. So I will leave a link down to that if you do want to use that. I highly suggest it. And also another one is going to be mint.com. Mint.com has by far been my favorite app to track my net worth and all my assets and liabilities and some expenses as well. So mint.com is a free to use web app and a mobile app which you can go ahead and connect your services like PayPal, your investments like Robinhood, Webull, and One Finance. You can add your assets like your car, your house, your credit score. It just tracks your entire self, your entire financial self, right? So I highly suggest anyone to use mint.com. If you haven't tried it, at least try it out and see if you like it. Connect all your services, online services, your bank as well to mint.com, and you can see your total net worth. It's super motivational. As you see this number grow and grow, you are more determined to keep pushing forward and increase that number and to your specific goal that you have in life. The fourth habit has completely changed my life as an entrepreneur is going to be investing in myself and my business. Now, this is to be said that you should never invest in things that you don't believe in. That is kind of like common sense, and I shouldn't have to cover it, but it still should be known that you shouldn't invest in things that you don't believe in, things that you don't have interest in. And more about this, you should never spend money on things that don't provide any value to you, right? It's fine to spend money on food with your boyfriend or girlfriend on a date night, but avoid spending too much money because you want to be investing your money, especially if you have a business. You want to invest back into your business so you can make more money. I used to have temptations of buying the newest gadgets, the newest iPhone, the newest computer gadgets and parts like that. But something has changed, and something changed that now I don't really care, right? It's fine. I still have a almost 4-year-old phone. It still works completely fine, no hiccup, works completely fine. And there's just no point of changing something that already works, right? Just because it's the newest thing or the coolest thing doesn't mean you need to buy it. And this is more of a mindset thing. Once you get over that, you don't need to have the coolest thing. If your friends are always making fun of you because you have an older iPhone, you have some sort of older equipment, you need to remove them from your life. They don't really fit in your vision of what you want to accomplish in your life, and you should completely remove them and set them aside and maybe return back to them once they realize what they have said. If you're not buying things with your money, then what should you do with your money? Well, you should invest in yourself and or your business. Buy things that will save you time. If you have a business, that will be a virtual assistant, a maid, or some sort of a vacuum cleaner or food service. I know E-Man Gadget talked about this inside of his mindset, inside of his course. So I'm taking a part of that. But you want to be buying things that will save your time. A virtual assistant will essentially save you a ton of time, do all your tedious work, and the amount you give to them is almost minuscule for the amount of work they do. So highly suggest anyone get a virtual assistant. The very first investment you should make inside your business. And then once you make at least 10,000 and up, you want to get a maid in some sort of food service. So you don't have to do if you live by yourself, you don't have to clean your house, you don't have to make your food, because those things, although it may seem like you're lazy, but you're saving time, and time is money. Your time is more valuable rather than spending that time making food, than using that time that you gain from getting a cook or a maid to do all your food or other necessities. It really gives you more time to do the things that are important in your life and your business as well. Once you've bought things like a virtual assistant and a maid or some sort of cook, you want to invest. You want to use the rest of the money to kind of spoil yourself, right? Don't go over the head, because you don't want to start back at zero. Always have a budget, of course, inside of your business and inside your personal finance life. You can buy fun things like a new car, a watch, or some sort of new, maybe even real estate if you want to get into it. It just depends what niche and what direction you want to go in life. Usually you want to buy things that, maybe if you do want to buy some sort of materialistic thing, buy things that will not lose so much value, like a watch, like some specific watches, like Rolexes. I'm not too knowledge in Rolexes, but most or some of them don't lose a ton of value even if you wear them for a couple years. So those are things that you can go ahead and buy and not lose a ton of money on. So those were those 4 habits: waking up early, setting goals via Whiteboard, tracking my money, and investing in myself and my business. These habits have completely changed my life for the better, and I hope you can implement them yourself and take these some sort of motivational thought into your brain. And I hope you found some value inside of this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm and pushes my videos to more people, so more people can become financially free and live a happy and have some freedom in their life. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Follow my Instagram down in the description below. And I have a Discord server as well called the Financial Freedom Server. That wraps up for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.